the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Law enforcement making a massive cocaine bust on Grand Bahama. Plus, a one-year-old dies in heartbreaking New Year's Day crash. And later, a man wanted by police celebrates his birthday in prison. His mother says he's innocent.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition start now.
When we can get it at the port of entry before it trickles down to the public, or it is smuggled into the United States, it becomes a major problem.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Law enforcement is celebrating the success of an intelligence-led operation that intercepted millions of dollars worth of illegal drugs, effectively preventing the contraband from reaching the streets. The latest operation marks another significant cocaine bust following a major seizure at the same transshipment shop in April of last year. This achievement comes amidst heightened scrutiny of the police force after 3 officers were indicted in New York late November on charges including conspiracy to import cocaine into the United States. Despite this success, police report they have yet to identify any solid leads in this case. Cleopatra Murphy has more details on the latest bust. It's being billed as one of the largest cocaine busts on Grand Bahama in recent times. A joint operation by multiple law enforcement agencies led to the discovery and seizure of bags upon bags of illegal narcotics, valued at nearly $10 million at the Freeport Container Port.
On Wednesday, the 1st of January 2025, a team of officers from Drug Enforcement Unit, Bahamas Customs, and the United States Drug Enforcement Agency conducted a search of a red 40-foot container at the Freeport Container Port. That search resulted in the discovery of 498 kilo packages of suspected cocaine.
Officer in charge of the Drug Enforcement Unit on Grand Bahama, Chief Superintendent Michael Thurston, says the find is a major win for law enforcement in the fight against the illicit drug trade, hinting at the havoc it could have wreaked if not discovered.
You can imagine if this hits the streets, and when we can get it at the port of entry before it trickles down to the public, or it is smuggled into the United States, it becomes a major problem and much more difficult to actually detect.
Superintendent Katrina McPhee with the Bahamas Customs Department says the successful operation exemplifies what can happen when agencies work toward a common goal.
This is a very proud moment for us, and we intend to do more to continue our efforts to keep the ports safe, thereby also keeping the Bahamas safe and fulfilling our roles in conjunction with other countries such as the United States.
No arrests have been made in what police consider to be a major drug bust, but investigations continue. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy. Thanks, Cleo. Meanwhile, a 3-car collision casting a shadow over New Year's Day for one family and several other motorists. Reports of the traffic accident reached the newsroom shortly after 7 p.m., confirming the heartbreaking loss of a 1-year-old toddler as the sole fatality. Shane Stubbs was outside the Rand Memorial Hospital and filed the latest updates on this tragic start to the new year.
The new year beginning tragically for a family in West Grand Bahama after a 1-year-old lost his life and 5 others were injured in a 3-car collision on New Year's night. Police report that the accident occurred shortly after 6 p.m. and involved 3 vehicles, a white Nissan Cube traveling east, driven by an adult female with her infant child, a Nissan Fuga heading west, driven by an adult male with 2 female passengers, and a grey Nissan Cube traveling east with a lone male driver. The collision was so severe that one of the vehicles became engulfed in flames. ZNS was outside the Ram Memorial Hospital and observed 4 ambulances arriving at the accident and emergency section, carrying the injured parties. Tragically, a hearse also arrived shortly after, carrying the remains of the deceased 1-year-old. Officer in charge of the Traffic Division, Superintendent Christopher Farquharson, providing further details on this heartbreaking New Year's Day fatality.
Sometime around 6 p.m. tonight, the police got a report of a traffic accident on Queens Highway in the area of Bull Bay. Officers were dispatched to the scene to investigate, and they met 3 vehicles with extensive damages. They also met 5 individuals who were injured on the scene. 3 were females, 2 were males, and 1 child.
Police reports further indicate that all the victims remain in stable condition. However, the infant male succumbed to his injuries at a local clinic. Family members and loved ones visibly distraught by the tragic news gathering outside the Ram Memorial Hospital.
This is a very sad day for the community of Grand Bahama when a person lost their life. So we just like to encourage the person to please drive with due care and attention. Please buckle up when driving and stay within the speed limit.
The tragic accident marks Grand Bahama's first fatality of the year, leaving the family of the 1-year-old devastated and heartbroken. From the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Well, the Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, issuing a statement on the New Year's Day fatality in West End. The statement reads that I am aware of the tragic accident which occurred last evening. I wish to assure the families, some of whom I know on a deep personal level, that our collective prayers are with them, especially those related to the young life. I wish to further assure the public that as the area representative, I remain committed and continue to work in their interest, inclusive of agitating and planning for the installation of certain key infrastructures in the community for better health and safety. The statement concludes encouraging motorists to exercise caution and diligence when traversing the roads, as their safety remains paramount to all around. Well, police on Grand Bahama are also investigating a suicide attempt in South Bahama that occurred on New Year's Day involving a female. Police were alerted about the incident around 5:00 p.m. Initial reports indicate that family members reported they discovered the victim in an unconscious state at her residence, suffering from what appeared to be a self-inflicted injury. It is further reported that the victim, a 21-year-old female, allegedly consumed a quantity of alcohol and over-the-counter medications. She was rushed to the Rand Memorial Hospital in a private vehicle. Tonight, she is listed in serious condition. This matter remains under active police investigations. Meantime, after months of searching for wanted suspect Rayvon Adderley, police reported that he was captured on New Year's Day at a local nightclub on Grand Bahama. Police say 21-year-old Adderley, who is wanted for shop breaking, is now in their custody. Investigations continue into this matter. In other news, the mother of a young man arrested in connection with the shop-breaking incident is coming forward to maintain her son's innocence. She alleges that several individuals have been arrested in connection with the crime, but insists that her son, whom she describes as a good boy, does not deserve to be in police custody for something he did not do. The details in this report.
They telling me they find a fingerprint with my son. And my son saying, telling them that wasn't him.
Rayvon Hakeem Adderley, a young man wanted by police for shop breaking, is spending his 22nd birthday in police custody following his arrest on New Year's Day. His mother, Judlika Adderley, is expressing her heartbreak over the situation and insists that her son is innocent.
And they lock him up. They had him on the run for months now, and they already had like 7 people locked up for this break-in. And all the evidence pointing to the people who were there, because the shop door wasn't break open, the window wasn't break open. That meant the workers who was working there, they leave the window open or leave whatever, and they said the person went straight to the money.
The distraught mother says she doesn't want her son to face jail time for a crime she believes he did not commit. Police had been searching for Adderley for several months in connection with the incident.
He didn't turn himself in because he's scared. He never has been locked up before. He was afraid. I need to see legal assist because he didn't do it. I can't let my son go to jail and people on the road saying the little boys who do it.
While the matter remains under active investigation, the mother reveals she has been advised to seek legal representation.
Can't get a lawyer until Monday because I call in everybody in the office still closed. I'm hurt because the child is so well educated. You understand me? And it's like the police system is just trying to walk them away. Like, they're really trying to walk them away in the system. And I don't think that's fair for young men to just walk them away in the system. They could find other means for these young boys to do stuff.
And still to come.
As many gear up for Junkanoo on January 9th, we'll go to break with highlights from the Pine Yards People's Rush in West End. But when news returns, officials from IRCA will explain their expansion into Grand Bahama.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Shop and win at Nautica Boutique Shop in Port Lacaya from December 9th to January 4th. Up to 50% off on selected items, plus spend $100 for a chance to win a 50-inch smart TV. Call 373-8642 for more details. Clearview Glass and Window extends a heartfelt thank you to all their patrons for their continued support throughout the year and is looking forward to serving you in the future. Wishing you a very happy holiday season and a new year filled with peace, love, and prosperity.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture presents the 2025 Grand Bahama Junkanoo Parade, the Pine Yard Rush, powered by Carnival on January 9th on Explorers Way, downtown Freeport. The parade begins at 8 p.m. Purchase your ticket at the Ministry's office at the Regent Center East, opposite RBC Freeport. Call them today at 351-6667.
Happy holidays from the management and staff of ZNS Northern Service. Thank you for your unwavering support throughout 2024. Wishing you a joyful holiday season and a prosperous new year ahead.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. IRCA is set to expand in 2025 with the opening of a new office for the Northern Bahamas in Grand Bahama. The initiative aims to enhance the country's regulatory efficiency. Corporate and Consumer Relations Manager at IRCA discusses how this move will better serve the Northern Bahamas. Shalia Roll has the details.
The Utilities Regulation and Competition Authority is expanding its presence into the Northern Bahamas following ongoing disputes over the regulation of electricity in Grand Bahama. Both IRCA and the Grand Bahama Port Authority have claimed to be the official regulators, with the matter currently before the courts. IRCA's Corporate and Consumer Relations Manager Juan McCartney explains that the expansion aims to improve management of the islands in the north and ensure more effective regulation moving forward.
The office for the Northern Bahamas. So what we're doing is we're trying to cover the country more effectively as a regulator. And we're going to start with the Northern Bahamas because aside from the Central Bahamas, that's where the largest population centers are. So the Northern Bahamas office would cover Grand Bahama, Abaco, and the Berry Islands.
In August of 2024, the Grand Bahama Power Company submitted a proposal to the Grand Bahama Port Authority seeking a 6.32% base rate increase for the 2025 to 2027 period. However, the Grand Bahama Port Authority suspended the review of the rate increase in response to service reliability issues, including frequent power outages and load shedding, which were adversely affecting residents and businesses on Grand Bahama.
What we plan to do is to more effectively regulate the electronic communications sector, the natural gas sector is under remit, and the electricity sector in these areas. And we will locate that office in Freeport, but we will be doing a lot of work throughout the areas that I just described to you. But the office itself will be located in Grand Bahama.
Despite ongoing legal battles between the Grand Bahama Port Authority, the Grand Bahama Power Company, and the Utility Regulation Competition Authority, McCartney says that he remains hopeful that these organizations can have a healthy working relationship moving forward.
There is currently a court challenge, several court matters going on with Grand Bahama Port Authority and Grand Bahama Power Company and IRCA. We'll still be working, hopefully in a good relationship with those entities as we sort our court challenges out, but there are numerous matters that the Northern Bahamas needs addressed.
McCartney explains when IRCA expects to have its Northern Service office fully operational.
IRCA operates its year in what's called trimesters, so every 4 months. So the first trimester would be January through April, and we plan to open the office before the end of the first trimester.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Switching gears now, Silver Airways, a U.S.-based airline headquartered in Fort Lauderdale, has filed for Chapter 11 protection in the United States Bankruptcy Court. The move allows the airline to secure additional capital and undergo financial restructuring. The airline currently services several islands in the Northern Bahamas. However, the Deputy Director General of Tourism and Aviation is reassuring the public that this development is not expected to impact the airline's operations in the Bahamas. Shalia Roll has the details in this report.
Silver Airways operating a fleet of aircraft servicing 22 destinations, including Grand Bahama, Bimini, Abaco, New Providence, and Eleuthera. This American airline company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, raising concerns about travels to Bahamian destinations. According to airline representatives, the bankruptcy filing is a part of the company's plan to restructure its finances and secure additional capital. Deputy Director of Aviation Kenneth Romer assures the public that the airline has given the Ministry of Tourism its commitment to resolving the matter swiftly.
It is anticipated that they will complete this process by the first quarter in 2025.
Last year, Silver Airways expanded its airlift from Florida to the islands of the Bahamas. In February 2024, Marsh Harbor International Airport celebrated the arrival of Silver Airways' inaugural flight from Tampa. Officials highlight that the airline accounts for more than 40% of the airlift from Florida into the Bahamas. Despite the internal challenges currently facing the airline, Deputy Director General of Tourism Aviation Kenneth Romer reassures these issues will not impact flights to the Bahamas.
After meeting with the airline executives, it is not expected that this decision will have any adverse impact on the Bahamas islands that they currently serve, and all tickets remain valid, and they will continue to operate as usual.
Deputy Director of Aviation Kenneth Romer described 2024 as a banner year for airlift, expressing optimism about continuing strong partnerships with airline carriers in 2025.
And we look forward to continuing our strong partnerships this year with all of our airline partners to ensure that we are sustainably increasing air stopover arrivals to the islands of the Bahamas.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
And that's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, we've got a local boxing legend at home. He's resting, relaxing, but he's also helping out with the kids.
All right, thanks, Shane. Well, sports is up next, but first, a check on your local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
When you order a large Pizza Hut specialty pizza, you unlock a delicious deal. For a limited time, you can add a small one-topping pizza for just $2 more. Hawaiian, Supreme, barbecue chicken, meat lovers, and more flavors. And for just $2, you can double the deliciousness. But hurry, this mouth-watering twice as nice deal won't last forever. Call Pizza Hut Freeport at 352-9191 today.
This holiday season, the Gaming Board for the Bahamas reminds you that winning starts with responsible gaming. Play smart, set limits, and enjoy the holidays responsibly. A message from the Gaming Board for the Bahamas. This holiday season,
from all of us at ZNS and Grand Bahama, we wish you joy, peace, and love. May your days be merry and bright.
And your hearts filled with holiday cheer.
Whether you're near or far.
We hope that you are surrounded by those you love.
And memories that last a lifetime.
From our ZNS family to yours.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
ZNS, bringing the spirit of the holidays to the Northern Bahamas.
We've opened in our new location here at Paint Fair. You're going to find the same great experience you've counted on for over 40 years, in fact 45 next year, as well as everything that you need for your residential, commercial, or industrial product when it comes to coatings, from the roofs to the floors and everything else that you need to get your job done right. We've got, obviously, PPG and our trusted products here at the store. We also are proud to say we've got Sherwin-Williams, as well as some great decorating tools like temporary wallpaper that is fantastic for design. We've got custom wallpaper and some great flooring. So a lot of the trusted products and some new ones to think about. And for more information, you can go to www.paintfair.net. All of that information is there. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 to 4.
What's happening, ladies and gents? I'm Shane Stubbs with your sports update. All Out Boxing Club will host its National Pride event next month in honor of Bahamian boxing legends Sherman the Tank Williams and Floyd Pretty Boy Seymour. Now Tank is home, and the champ believes the showcase is a great way to keep the fighters motivated and ready for what's to come this year.
It's really eco-social. It's a good benefit for the country and the community. And I just want these kids to have that exposure, what we could build on where we started last year. This will be the second show coming up. And I think that we can build good momentum, hopefully get more schools involved, get other associations involved, and pretty much get corporate sponsors involved. I think it's important for not only the youth, but for the country.
Now, the fun won't stop there, as the former heavyweight champ is currently in talks to host a pro-am show, which he hopes to bring here to his hometown.
And I'm working with a couple of my sponsors in the States, and we're looking at doing a big show. They wanted to do it in Las Vegas, but, you know, I'm hoping I could steer them to do it here in Grand Bahama and pull off a pro-am show. So according to Coach Jermaine, the membership is growing, the interest from the community and the schools is growing. Hopefully by the summer they could have a team where we could bring, I'm a volunteer coach in Port St. Lucie and Melbourne, Florida. We would like to bring over some kids to give the kids here in Grand Bahama some experience and have a big bang. You know, probably have like a 30 bout show and end it off with a heavyweight professional show. My thing is to do whatever I can do to keep this momentum going and to see that boxing stay alive in the Bahamas and to see that boxing become a staple in Grand Bahama.
While it's been a few years since he stepped into the squared circle, he spent his time coaching up-and-coming fighters with a lot of success behind it.
I've been doing some professional training. You know, I've created champions in Denmark and in Germany, and so my career is slowly winding down. My last fight was in 2020. I had some offers, but it all depends, you know. For me, it's a lifestyle. I'm always in the gym, and I'm fit and I'm in shape. But, you know, whatever God will is, that's what I'll do. But for now, working with the kids and being that bridge and being that mentor is what I'm enjoying as well. So whenever I'm available and whatever I could do to help Grand Bahama and the kids in the Bahamas on the whole, I'll always be, and I'll do the best that I could do.
And finally, in sports, the GBBA Cares Foundation has some major community initiatives planned for the new year.
We plan to start our
first restoration court in Freetown, where we're going to be resurfacing with the basketball park, what is right there by the old Freetown Primary School, giving it a whole new face job. Paint the court, fix the rims. We also going to donate some basketball rims to one of the local high schools here on the island. We also going to take the same initiative down in the Pindus Point and 8 Mile Rock area as well. So we just want people to look out for us.
And that's your check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Shane Stubbs. Your Facebook friend of the day is up next.
This Christmas, stay connected through all the family traditions. Holidaying is unwrapping gadgets, gigs, and gift cards. Sign up for a $64.99 or higher postpaid plan and get a free smartphone. 3 gigs of bonus data for 3 months and a chance to win a $100 gift card. We've got you covered with the ultimate postpaid deals. For more postpaid offers, visit us online at bdcbahamas.com.
Hey there, welcome back to Health Bites. Are you having trouble sleeping? Today we're going to be talking about supplements to help with sleep that aren't melatonin. One of the most underrated supplements to help with sleep is magnesium. Not any type of magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate. Magnesium helps you to get a deeper, more restful sleep and can also help with symptoms of anxiety and depression. Ashwagandha is an ancient herb that helps your body better manage and adapt to stress, promotes relaxation, and it can even help reduce stress hormones that can lead to weight gain. L-theanine is an amino acid that has a calming effect on the body that can help you to get a more deeper, restful sleep and also helps to promote mental clarity and focus. If you need help getting a better night's sleep, stop by your nearest Fitness Connection location or shop online at shopfitnessconnection.com.
Happy holidays from the management and staff of ZNS Northern Service. Thank you for your unwavering support throughout 2024. Wishing you a joyful holiday season and a prosperous new year ahead.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
The news is brought to you by BTC. For the fastest speed internet, get BTC Fiber. Sign up for a fiber bundle and get a $500 Visa gift card. Visit a retail store to sign up today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the former head of the Central Detective Unit arrested following his recent resignation from the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Also, some changes to the way insurance is applied to vehicles, what you need to know. And the Shell Saxon Superstars still celebrating their historic 4-peat win in the New Year's Junkanoo Parade. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Jimenita Swain. The CID chief corruption scandal continues into the new year and now has a major development. Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez says the investigation is expanding. Our Devontae Hanna joins me live with the latest. Devontae?
Yeah, Jimenita, as you said, this investigation into the voice note corruption scandal has widened, and Police Commissioner Clayton Fernandez revealed on New Year's Day that new information has prompted authorities to broaden that probe into the case. Take a look at what he said.
And it was a thorough, it was a complex as we probe into the investigation. It's not just the voice note. It goes beyond just the voice note.
Commissioner Fernandez says the investigation is now in the hands of the Director of Public Prosecutions, who will decide if charges should be brought against the former Criminal Investigations Department head. This is he revealed Johnson, along with an attorney, were arrested 2 to 3 weeks ago.
He was arrested and interviewed and released pending.
On Tuesday, police revealed Johnson resigned after being placed on garden leave in July. It was the end of what Commissioner Fernandez dubbed an excellent investigation into the corruption scandal centered around viral voice notes implicating the former top brass officer in a quid pro quo deal with a criminal.
You said that critics that say that Michael Johnson should have been discharged as opposed to being able to resign.
But that's his right.
But he was arrested 2 weeks ago. Why was he discharged?
The investigation is still going on.
The top cop also revealed about 4 to 5 additional officers will face disciplinary action in connection to this investigation.
We want to throw the net at the end of the day, not only looking at one individual, but as we probe during the investigation, we find that a number of other officers were implicated in the matter.
And the names of those officers and their ranks have not been revealed, but of course this issue will continue to be a hot button one that now lays on the feet of the DPP, Cordell Fraser, who we are sure will reveal more information as relates to this probe and how massive it extends within the coming weeks. Jimenita.
Thanks so much, Devontae. Well, the New Horizon Barbershop on Burnett Road is looking for a new home as their faithful patrons are naturally fearful of returning to the scene of a mass shooting. Our Danielle Dean visited the Fox Hill establishment and filed this report.
Just a few weeks ago, 2 lives were claimed after a mass shooting here at the New Horizon Barbershop on Bernard Road. Zed and I stopped back in today to find out how things are going.
I feel so scared because I always thinking about the incident because I see why the people don't come in anymore. We all always scared. Yeah, always thinking about this moment.
With both the establishment's workers and clients haunted by the bloodshed and violence, the barbershop's owner is in active pursuit of a new and safer area to do what he and his workers love.
We take him to move to another place because the less money you're making now, can't pay our bills.
Jean Renal Judy speaking in the owner's absence. He and his co-workers hope moving to a more peaceful area will mean they get to pick up the pieces of what used to be and regain a sense of normalcy. Judy recalled on average before the shooting, he'd get at least 12 to 15 clients a day. Now he only sees 3 on a good day. When asked what he'd be doing if he wasn't cutting hair, he replied,
That's my profession, so I don't know, but that's my profession. I did that long. So as long as I do that, so I don't know.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, that pair of New Year's Day boating accidents are still being investigated, but tonight the acting port controller is stepping in to advise the public of the rules and regulations in place to mitigate against mishaps out on the water. Lieutenant Commander Byrne Wright encourages the public to familiarize itself with those rules.
I would want the public to ensure that they operate the vessel in a safe manner, which includes the speed. Be mindful of swimmers. For example, swimmers operate within 200 feet of the shore, so no vessel should be in the area of swimmers.
The port controller says many people come to the Bahamas to enjoy themselves on the water, and so ensuring that water and pleasure crafts are safe is crucial.
Safety is paramount for us. The incident at the cruise terminal, one of the requirements for gaining a license or registering the vessel is a survey and or a dry docking report. So we've implemented that to ensure that vessels remain safe as they carry tourists.
In other news, for the thousands of car insurance policyholders nationwide, January 1st ushering in a new norm as the Insurance Act now requires issuers to adjust policy terms. With more details on this development, our Lloyd Allen shares more from this industry expert.
As of January 1st, no car insurance holder is allowed to have car insurance for less than 6 months. And the new act making a number of requirements. Speaking with us today is Senior Manager here at J.S. Johnson's, Charles Johnson. Charles, tell us about this adjustment.
Thank you, Lloyd. The Road Traffic Department, in their effort to reduce the number of uninsured vehicles on the streets, have amended the act so that, and there are several amendments, but one of which I think that is going to affect the insuring public is the fact that they have to take an insurance policy for a minimum period of 6 months. Most policies are issued for a year, but there was that flexibility. If an individual wanted to take a shorter period, some companies would have allowed that. But now your policy is not considered an insurance policy unless it is actually issued for a period of 6 months or more.
And again, this impacts both persons who are getting completely new insurance as well as renewals.
Absolutely. So someone renewing their policy as of today would have to renew their policy for at least 6 months. If it's a new policy, again, it has to be issued for at least 6 months. Now, that is not uncommon because most policies are issued for a full year. But sometimes an individual may want their insurance expiration date to coincide with a particular period that may be less than 6 months. But in this instance, it has to be issued for 6 months or more.
Now, while there are some gray areas for the public and for those in the industry, for now, what advice are you offering to your policyholders?
Well, I think they really need to chat with their insurers, because one of the implications of issuing a minimum period of 6 months is that the insurance companies are on the hook for 6 months premium at best. Therefore, in offering any type of premium financing or part payments, I would gather that most companies would wish to collect at least 50% of the annual premium, or at least 6 months premium. So persons who may wish to pay for a period less than 6 months may be hard-pressed to find those types of terms.
Well, some interesting adjustments there, and we'll see how this continues to unfold right here in the Bahamas. Reporting here from J.S. Johnson for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Coming up, the Saxons celebrate another win. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment.
The holidays with festive buckets starting at just $20. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Whether you're crossing borders or navigating busy airports, with BTC's reliable data roaming, you're always in touch. In a fast-paced world, staying connected is key. Don't miss important moments. Stay connected effortlessly with VTC, wherever your journey takes you.
So we helped bring some magic to the Aubrey Sale Primary School. We were able to visit with Mickey Mouse, bring some gifts, and just celebrate the magic of Disney in the community today here in Nassau.
We were in a Disney sort of mood. It was such a great joy to see their faces light up and to hold those toys in their hands, knowing that I've got a piece of Disney in my hand. It was just awesome.
Disney coming to Eleuthera, coming to Nassau and Abaco. I'm so proud of Disney Cruise Line and the work Disney is doing, especially in the classroom and the schools in the Bahamas.
This has been an amazing day for me.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
You're looking at a shot of the two bridges connecting New Providence to Paradise Island. That's shot by our talented drone pilot, Neville Smith. Momentum riding high for the New Year's Junkanoo Parade win by the Shell Saxon Superstars. But as most were winding down from the night-long event, members of the group converged at their Masons Edition stronghold for a day of celebration. Lloyd Allen reports.
Wednesday afternoon, a beehive in the Masons Edition community as many residents are Saxon superstars and they're celebrating with no end in sight. They say 4 straight and more to come.
First of all, let me give God thanks, right, for what he's done.
Saxon's chairman, Toby Austin, wasting no time to rally the troops to celebrate the win.
Talking to the world, this year was an uproar, right? So we know what's going on. We got to get into that, right? It is what it is with that, right? But our group, and especially our group, we try to stay to that and we stayed focused.
Austin, along with members, said it was that focus that secured their winning streak.
By cheering them sleeping, the best performance they are sleeping! 4 straight!
I love this win. After 10 years, I appreciate this win.
We came, we saw, we conquered, and it's 2 more, so we go on for 6.
When you are big up, you are practice. When you come to war, you can't answer the bell.
I said, you're going to hold on.
I warned them. I told them 2 + 2 is 4, but they didn't listen to me. Yeah, see what's going on now, right?
And this is my first time rushing with the Saxons. I won Boxing Day and New Year's Day. I want to say Saxons is the group to be in.
Returning member and social media sensation Reginald McIntosh, or Reggie, as he is known, also joining in on the excitement, showing how the Saxons, quote, get them other groups.
Saxons went that 4 straight. We're looking for about 2 more to break the record.
Meantime, senior Saxons member Car Wash shared more on the strategy to victory.
Everybody get a vision how to win, and that was be the big round. You understand? But the Saxon difference is, I think, we get round, but hold on, when we get in the road, but ain't no round, and we come down. We come to break the bag on you.
Car Wash also trumpeting the call Saxons across the country have taken on as their victory chant.
Who are we? The Saxons! More wins. The Saxons!
As for how long the celebrations will continue,
night, into tomorrow night, and into the next night, and into the next night, the whole month this party will be going on for the whole of January.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, thanks, Lloyd. Participating for the first time last Boxing Day and this New Year's Day Junkanoo Parades as a non-competitive group, the Way Forward Valley Boys. Public Relations Officer Devon Jones says although they didn't rush in the A group or get a chance to place, the group is proud of itself.
Obviously, it could have been better. We had some challenges leading up to the parade, obviously, as it relates to our ability to participate, because that was brought into question. But fortunately, we were able to put that to a head. We had some success. So we are very happy with where we got. I was talking to a member of that side, and everyone was saying, boy, we got to fix this. And I said, you realize we produced 4 separate banners, 8 different leads, all this that could have been combined effort. So I think everybody understands that there are 1 or 2 people that we just need to have some serious conversations with and chart a way forward.
45-year Valley boy Michael Foster sought to clarify the misconception that the Way Forward is an unruly breakaway group or even a separate group at all. He and Jones don't dismiss the public idea that the 2 factions are better together, even adding that reconciliation is not that far-fetched.
The Way Forward movement is not a Junkanoo group. The Way Forward movement is a committee of 12 trustees of the Valley Boys who we sought to correct the wrongs that was in the group. That's what we are. So this misnomer put out there, particularly by the press, the Way Forward is a new Junkanoo group. Is not. I even heard one reporter say something like we were making our debut. And that's obviously from the assumption that we were a new group. We're not. We are the original Valley Boys.
Well, this has been perhaps one of the most contentious periods in the history of the Junkanoo overseeing body, the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, and perhaps equally as controversial has been the tenure of its current chairman, Dion Miller. Miller became a near household name this year after that internal feud, which eventually became a public split, occurred within the Valley Boys. And to add to all of that, with only weeks to go before the Boxing Day parade, Miller threatened a possible cancellation of the parades. Reflecting on this tumultuous year, Miller says he has few regrets and prefers to look ahead.
For the JCMP for various reasons, events that were in the public. However, it was well worth it. Seeing all the groups participate in the Boxing Day parade and again the New Year's Day parade. From this point, we will have a postmortem of the season, identifying areas of opportunities where we can improve the process. But it has been a long year, and I am happy. Happy, not quite, but we're almost there where we can put the season behind us.
Stay with us, more in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Pipe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Shell, we say refresh, refuel, rejoice. This Christmas, every $20 fuel up earns you a ticket to over $25,000 in joyful giveaways. Refresh your holiday mood with lavish hotel vouchers, exclusive spa treatments, and high-end shopping vouchers. Fuel up and submit your receipt by WhatsApp to 422-0271 for a chance to win with Shell. Drive to Shell, fuel up, and enter to win your share of $25,000 in giveaways for a December to remember. Terms and conditions apply.
A Bahamian living in Florida is hoping to help countrymen with their immigration issues there. Patiko Roll is now living out a vision she had since high school here in Nassau. She wants to be a voice for Bahamians facing immigration issues in that state. She sat down with our Felicity Darrell in studio today.
She started out right here at Prince Will Height, went on to FMU, and then Barry University, FIU, and now she's passed the Florida bar, and she is practicing helping Bahamians who may have legal issues or who are seeking entry into the United States. What kind of help do you want to give Bahamians?
Any legal problems they may have, whether it's immigration, whether it's criminal, whether it's even a simple traffic ticket that requires you to appear in court, or even like civil litigation. So anything, I'm not turning anybody down.
What kind of immigration issues would normally come across your desk from a Bahamian?
The main things are marriage-based immigration. We call it family-based immigration. Whereas Bahamians, they are married to U.S. citizens, or you may have a child that was born in the United States, or maybe your parents were born there, and they reach out to figure out how can they, too, become a U.S. citizen as well.
You can get citizenship or even permanent residency through marriage?
Correct.
Through your next of kin?
Correct.
Any other ways?
And of course, through the work-based visas. That's where you have to show that you have some type of specialized skill that is needed in the U.S.
Now, how does this work-based visa thing go? Is it just that the company has to want me?
Yeah.
I can't decide, hey, I really want to work in America, let me go and look.
So there's a visa where you can self-petition, but you have to be, like, phenomenal. Like, you have to show that, hey, listen, I've put in blood, sweat, and tears into my country or even into the U.S., and now I'm self-petitioning. But the most common one are like H-1B visas. That's where your employer files for you and is able to sponsor you through that. I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook, and it's Patiko the Attorney. So that's P-A-T-I-Q-U-A, the Attorney.
And so you can contact her because she says that she will be the voice for Bahamians. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darrell.
Well, Adon Desmond joins us live to give us a sneak peek of Access Now, guys. What's up?
Boy, Jimmy, I'm sure you know the buzz around town. The Shell Saxon Superstars are the winners of the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade, and we have the chairman in the hot seat tonight.
Definitely in the hot seat, and you're still beaming over that.
I'm definitely beaming. I'm proud of the Shell Saxon Superstars. We did it yet again. Jimmy.
Well, thanks so much. Stay with us. Our feature story of the night is next.
Escape to paradise with Bahamas Air. Explore the beauty of our crystal clear waters. Kick back, relax in our tropical haven with Bahamas Air. Take off from Orlando, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, Florida. And come to the Bahama Islands. Fly from these U.S. destinations to Nassau, Bahamas, and conveniently connect via the gateway to our family islands. Freeport, Grand Bahama, Abaco, Eleuthera, Long Island, Georgetown, Exuma, San Salvador, Crooked Island, Acklins, Mayaguana, and Inagua are waiting for you at the click of a button. Discover the magic of the people of the Bahamas, its vibrant culture, turquoise waters, and sandy beaches. Paradise awaits. Book your tickets now and make your journey our journey at Bahamas Air. Nobody knows the Bahamas better than us because we don't just fly here, we live here.
Experience the difference with BTC's fixed services. Whether you're working from home or enjoying family time, BTC ensures you're always in touch with the people and moments that count. BTC isn't just a service, it's a lifestyle. Stay connected, stay inspired, and live your best life. BTC.
$10 deal. Available only at Marco's Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Fine. Let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Hey. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
The general manager of the Broadcasting Corporation, Clint Watson, a staunch Saxon supporter, conducted his part 2 of Open Every Door Challenge after the group won 4 straight wins on New Year's morning. Here's a peek.
I'm here too. Lock it up. Open every door around here. Open every door. It's a 4 straight victory. Grab it and you won't play crazy. Hey. Open this door. Open this door, honey. Open this door. She won't play crazy with me. Okay? All right. I know just how to get in here. Open every door. I say open door, honey. Every door. Right here. Sports suit. Open the door. Open this door. Open the door.
One family wants to know if you did.
What?
More on that Open Every Door Challenge in the next half hour of news. Well, that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
2024 was a banner year for the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, packed with groundbreaking initiatives and community engagement. First up was Agri Expo 2024. This year's Agri Expo was nothing short of spectacular. The expo showcased cutting-edge agricultural practices, workshops, and a plethora of locally grown produce.
I came here with an air of gratitude just to be able to be out here and experience this event.
The expo was great and rewarding. A lot of organic stuff that is from the root and not chemically made. So that is good because it will heal our body.
The Department of Agriculture also committed to donating farming supplies to schools across the country this year.
We've been donating supplies to the schools based on the needs that they have expressed to us. It's at a value of $2,500. And so there's about 10 schools across the country that we started with, and we're going to continue all throughout the country.
Next up, we ventured all the way to Cat Island to donate a much-needed tractor and patrol boat, courtesy of both the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Marine Resources. The Centerville community will soon have a bustling hub for farmers following the groundbreaking of its Hilltop Agri Village.
Hilltop Agri Village represents a remarkable opportunity for us to revitalize our agricultural sector, foster economic development, and promote environmental stewardship.
Back in May, 5 malnourished dolphins were saved from an abandoned amusement park in one of the year's most inspiring wildlife rescues. Also this summer, local artisans and food processors stole the spotlight at the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation's Taste and Tell. The Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources made waves by donating container farms to 2 family islands. These self-contained high-yield farming units are a game changer, bringing fresh produce closer to communities in need. And in a landmark